Hey, everybody, before we get started, I just wanted to say to those of you who are staying home, and to those of you who are on the front lines, and to those of you that need to be part of the essential services out there, I just want to thank you for all that you're doing. You're making it so life can continue and we can stop this thing as quickly as possible. These are rough times, so I hope you're all staying physically healthy, and I hope you're all staying mentally healthy. I know it can be rough with the onslaught of bad news every day. But if you are having trouble, like I am, with this, just talk to somebody, talk to anybody, talk to me. There's online counseling. Uh, distract yourself, do some things you love. But if you need to talk to somebody, there's always somebody around. So talk to me, get some help online. Okay? Thanks. That being said, welcome to Matt Makes Monsters. My name is Matt. Get your plans within plans and your Machiavellian machinations ready, because we are making a drow today. Ooh. And the drow sign language. I don't know the drow sign language. But yeah. Okay, so it's Drow Day. So you take all the elegance and the wisdom and the long life of an elf, and then you twist it to evil and darkness. And that gives you a Drow. I love them. They are so great. Hands down, one of my favorite enemies in all of Dungeons & Dragons. And here is what the 2nd edition Monstrous Manual has to say about them.
These dreaded evil creatures were once part of the community of elves that still roam the world's forests. Now these dark elves inhabit black caves and winding tunnels under the earth, where they make dire plans against the race that still walk beneath the sun on the surface of the green earth. Drow have black skin and pale, usually white hair. They are shorter and more slender than humans, seldom reaching more than 5 feet in height. Male drow weigh between 80 and 110 pounds, and females between 95 and 120 pounds. Drow have finely chiseled features, and their fingers and toes are long and delicate.
So drow are a matriarchal society, so the women are in charge. And on the top of the food chain of amongst the women are the priestesses of the spider goddess Lolth. And so that is what I decided to draw today. Why not go for the top of the pops, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I did. And that's why her armor's got all kinds of web and spider motifs all over it. And she was a lot of fun. No feet. Course. Like, if this was one of the ones that I was going to go back and do, I totally would have given her feet, but I wanted to focus on her face and her armor, and I really just wanted to have some fun with it. And I wanted to focus on the cool parts. So I didn't really push myself, but we'll get into that later, because let's get into the art side. So it's pretty straightforward. The rough, sketchy bones, what you saw there, is not far off from the end product, and it's just a shame, because I actually really like the uncolored black and white version of her that you're gonna see here in a few minutes. It's just, I kind of like it better. I really wanted to give her that obsidian color to her skin, the very black. But I think that she loses detail. Like, when you actually see her or when you see Drow represented in art, D&D art, a lot of it, they give them, like, they're lightened up, and they're given, they're made like purple. And I think that I just wanted to go for the really, like, the obsidian onyx kind of dark skin like that. But I don't know if that was entirely successful, and I think some of the details lost, and that's on me, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, so it's real talk time. Not to compare an actual dark-skinned person of color like to a drow, but I haven't drawn many darker-skinned people in my time, and as much as I should have, and it's a lack of practice, and I know I should be better. And that brings me to my point. I think we should all be drawing things that we're not used to and pushing ourselves in new directions, and we should be drawing the unfamiliar and pushing ourselves, like especially like even as myself, who is an actual racial minority, I still didn't take time to push myself to draw people who didn't look like me, and that is a real shame. And it's a weird thing. I mean, draw whatever you want. Definitely make sure that you feel passionate about what you're drawing, but if you want to grow as an artist and a person, you should be pushing yourself to draw the unfamiliar. It's a great way to grow, and after like decades of drawing, I still have trouble with this. So there she is. I think she turned out great, but again, I think there's more I could have done. I think had I spent more time doing that, I would have been better at rendering her face. But I think she turned out all right. So that is partially why I made this channel. It's to push myself. Yes, I love monsters, and I love the way I'm making them, and to varying degrees of success, they'll come out, and I do try to push myself. I mean, look at with the rust monster last week. I mean, it was not entirely successful. But there it is. And I'm also being 100% honest with everything here. Honesty time. It's one of my favorite times on this channel. So yeah. So, and then the cartoon version, I made her, I wanted to put in feet because I felt guilty about not giving her, feet. So, I did I wanted to give her kind of a sexy lounge pose, while she was playing with her spider. But, I didn't want to like over-sexualize her. I just, gave her all her armor with much less detail because it's the cartoony version. But I'm pretty pleased with this one too. So the Drow first appeared in 1977 in the Monster Manual under the elf thing. They didn't actually appear. They were just referred to as Drow being legends. And they didn't actually appear as adversaries until 1978. And since then, they've been just fantastic to throw at everybody. They're so scheming and evil, and they're just smart. It's great. They're great to go against. And ever since then, they've been super popular. So there she is. I'm pleased with how this turned out. And again, I lightened her up a little bit for the cartoon version, but there it is. So yeah. There they are up on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Please feel free to follow me there if you're not already. So, down to the last two monsters. The last two Dungeons & Dragons monsters. I can't believe we got this far. I can't believe that we're week 7. No, 8. We're week 8. Oh, how did the time go? And it's getting faster the longer I'm cooped up here. Soon there will be no sense of time. Just monsters. That's kind of how I'm measuring my weeks now in monsters. That's fine, right? Next week we're doing the Daaaaaark, because you can't do a D&D series without doing the Daaaaaark. And then, I haven't done this yet, but I'm going to tell you what's coming up on the last week. And I think it's pretty easy to guess. We're doing the Red Dragon. So, yeah. Next week, Daaaaaark, though. So we're going to get kaiju crazy. So join me then. And, yeah, until then, stay safe. As safe as possible. All right? Take it easy, guys. Bye-bye.